So this week I have Drew here who's going to join me to talk about how things are going. This vlog is part of the Flip Side series, so it's kind of talking about how we're both doing transitioning together, because for people who don't watch my channel, I've been transitioning for what? About 3 years?
Roughly.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And my partner, Drew, is also transitioning, and he's currently 3 months, just over 3 months on testosterone.
Something like that.
So we're going to ask a few questions that people have sent in about how it is being two people, both transitioning in a relationship. Yeah. As you can hear, his voice is starting to drop.
Yes, it's breaking quite nicely.
Lots of questions about, is Drew doing his own channel? No. Which is why I keep dragging him on here to talk instead. We're very different in that way. In fact, I had a question about that. I had a question from somebody about how we manage the different ways we transition, because I'm kind of quite out there and I vlog on YouTube and I've got a blog as well and blah blah blah.
Yeah, I'm the complete opposite, and I'm very quiet and don't like the idea of being a centre of attention, so I do whatever I can to not be centre of attention. Yeah, that's about it really. I am doing videos, but they're for my personal recording of voice and how my face is changing and just what's going to happen, so...
You've got to record it, because it's just something that you only get to go through once.
If I manage to keep up with it for a year or whatever, then you never know, I might shock the world of trans and actually do something to celebrate it, but that's far down the line and there's no promises of that, so don't, quote me on it or whatever.
Question from Shelley Alexander, who has asked for his name to be read out, so there you go. Or is it Prince something? I'm not quite sure. We decided to call you Prince Alexander. I don't know. Anyway, he has a question. Hello. How does he feel on tea? Beside the H's, does he feel like the right fuel is running through his body? Just because we were talking about you being all the H's.
Yes, I am hot, horny, hungry, and then hot again. Mostly, isn't it? It's just, oh my god, I'm melting on a daily basis at the moment. Yes, there's lots of H's. What else is happening? I'm quite grumpy.
You are?
I'm quite grumpy. And tired is probably the main things. But at the same time, it's just amazing as well. Having fuel, as you've put it, run course through my body is just the best feeling ever. It's still quite surreal and bizarre, but in a very, very good way. Yes.
This is a big one.
Uh-oh. Hi,
Finn and Drew. Love your vlogs. Can I ask you if you and Drew have ever thought about starting a family?
Wait, we've got gerbils, they're our kids.
Yeah.
We have furry children.
We've kind of swapped on this, haven't we?
We have.
I never used to want kids at all.
No, in the beginning of our relationship, when we were both lesbians. Weird. I was the very maternal, wanting a child, and I actually wanted to experience it for myself, actually giving birth and raising a child, whereas as time's gone on and obviously I'm transitioning, it's kind of depleted completely, and to be honest, I'm a big child anyway, and it takes a lot looking after me, let alone a little sprocklet.
But it might be on the cards later
on, but
just not biologically.
Yeah. I'm kind of got my sensible head of, we're not in we don't have the stability for it, as
we're
in
both
like
very late
housing
developers, aren't we?
and financial and stuff, so that's a big thing for me. I want to make sure that we're all sorted and settled and stable before we even attempt it. But yeah, no, it's not completely written off, it's, we'll see how it goes.
Gerbils for now.
Gerbils for now.
And maybe a Daegu.
And a dog.
Yeah, well, maybe not. In other news, has Drew's transition made him think differently about what you went through, Finn, and understand you better? Ooh, that's an interesting one.
That is an interesting one.
I like that one. Thank you for that.
Yes, thank you for that. My brain is boggled right now because of that question. Right, yes. The grumpiness bit, yeah, definitely. Because you did have a little grumpy face as well.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the big thing I've probably noticed is the mental side of things. Because as much as I still feel like me, and as far as I know I'm still thinking like me, it's in a slightly different way. It's slightly skewed because of testosterone, I think. And the way I reply to things is a bit blunter than it was before, and it's not that I'm trying to be harsh or mean or anything else. It's just, it just seems to come out differently. I'm just a bit more abrupt and get to the point and not as long-winded like I'm being right now. But you had that stage as well.
I did.
And I
couldn't be asked to talk to anyone.
Well, I can't be asked to talk to anyone at all. I'm very sorry. But I can't be asked to talk to you sometimes.
The thing is, though, it's kind of worse with you, I think, because I've always been a bit more of a talker than you anyway. You didn't talk much anyway, so now you're just like, you know...
Don't talk at all.
No!
But, yeah, I remember when you were transitioning, and at my stage, it was more the kind of abruptness and stuff. It felt like you were having a go at me all the time. There's just like an essence of aggressiveness in it, and I can feel it in myself doing it, and I keep cringing back at me doing it and remembering you doing it as well. It's just, that's probably the biggest thing. So yeah, no, I do understand that a bit better, but yeah, we're probably dealing with it the same way as we did last time and just going, what?
Yeah.
Why can't we have a conversation?
I know. Is it hard or helpful seeing Finn transition? I mean, for example, does seeing his beard make you frustrated, or does it help to reassure you that the changes will happen? I kind of get what you mean there.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah.
Kind of a bit of both, really. I'll look at him some days and just think, how dare you have a better beard than me? And where is mine? Which can be quite frustrating. And then other times, you're right, it is quite reassuring as well that, you know, further down the line, you're so far ahead of me, really.
Well, yeah, 3 years, 3 months.
So exactly, so, you know, it is nice to know that in 3 years' time I'm going to look like that, but ginger. Hopefully. But...
You might just bypass the ginger and just have white beard. You're like... ex-ginger Christmas.
You can go off people really quickly, can't you? It's terrible.
I'm looking forward to your ginger beard.
I'm looking forward to my ginger beard. I had like a wet shave the other day because it was getting a bit unmanageable, my little tufts.
Unmanageable?
Yeah, I can't speak either. My teeth are just like not in the right way today. And yeah, so I got rid of it all, and then I felt really bad for the last couple of days because it was gone, so the last few days I've been a bit like, God damn you and your beard, whereas I'm starting to get a little bit of stubble, but so I'm okay about it again now.
Oh, good.
Wow. I'm not really as crazy as I sound, honest.